latest news from Bucks County, this is the Courier Times Update with Rachel Cannelli.
This Courier Times Update is brought to you by St. Mary Medical Center in Langhorne, PA. It's your health, expect more. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rachel Cannelli reporting from the Courier Times newsroom with your news update on this Monday, June 3rd. The pilot of a weekend plane crash on Route 313 in Doylestown Township remains in critical condition at Temple University Hospital. The unidentified pilot suffered severe burns when his plane flew into power lines and exploded after attempting an emergency landing on the Route 611 bypass. Witnesses at the scene described the pilot as being fully engulfed in flames before bystanders were able to douse him with bottled water.
There was a piece of the tail of the plane hanging from a wire, smoking, and then there was a lot of smoke bellowing from the rest of the plane that was in the bushes next to the highway. And there was people that were huddled around the man on the ground. He had charred areas of his body and no more hair was left at all.
No one else was injured in the crash. Reporters Amanda Cregan, Matt Coughlin, and Bill Devlin and photographer Art Gentile have more information on this story along with video at buckscountycouriertimes.com. Two motorcyclists are also in critical condition after colliding with a car on Route 413 Sunday in Bristol Township. The black Yamaha motorcycle the pair was riding struck a silver Volkswagen Jetta as it turned left onto Veterans Highway. The man who was driving the motorcycle and his female passenger were critically injured. The driver of the Jetta was not injured and is cooperating with the investigation. Police did not release the names of any of those involved in the accident. Anyone with information on the crash is urged to call the Traffic Safety Unit at 267-812-3026. Reporter Danny Adler has more details on this story on our website. Police are also looking for your help in finding two men who were part of a three-man armed robbery attempt Thursday at a Bristol home in which the men allegedly got away with $5 and a dog. One of the assailants has been identified as Quincy Palmer of Bristol Township after a woman who police say was robbed and assaulted recognized his photo on Facebook. Police say two of the three men were armed with guns when they entered a home on Washington Street looking for money. Palmer allegedly kicked down a bedroom door and kicked a woman in the face. He then left the home with the woman's black toy terrier. Palmer is charged on 3 counts of robbery, 2 counts each of theft, and receiving stolen property, as well as simple assault. Police are still looking for the other 2 suspects and the missing dog. Reporter Jerry Chevalier has more info on this story online. For our Bucks County weather, it's a rainy Monday. We're seeing mostly cloudy skies and showers with a possible thunderstorm this afternoon and a high near 80 degrees. But don't worry, the sunshine will be back tomorrow with a high near 75. When we return, our food show host Chuck Thomas will be stopping by the newsroom to tell us about a hot dog recipe with a kick. Check it out right when we come back. Our video reporter Chuck Thomas recently threw out the first pitch at a Trenton Thunder game, and to celebrate, he's sharing a hot dog recipe that he thinks is ballpark worthy and you fans might enjoy. Thanks for being here with us, Chuck.
Sure.
So tell us about the recipe.
Well, I'll tell you, I had to come up with something that would be the kind of food they might serve at a ballpark. And this hot dog just popped in my head. People around here also like roasted red peppers. This Tallarico's hot hoagie spread made up in Bethlehem. Thought that might be good on there. So I thought, what the heck, we'll put these things together and give everybody a hot dog maybe they haven't tried before.
Sounds tasty. Let's take a look in this week's Eat This.
While your grill is warming up, wrap a slice of bacon around each of the hot dogs and secure bacon on each end with toothpicks. Now place the bacon wrapped hot dogs on the grill and cook for about 8 to 9 minutes. Grab yourself a bun, open it up, take a slice of provolone cheese right across the bun like that. Take one of your hot dogs, complete with bacon, lay that right in the bun. I like roasted red peppers, so I'm going to use plenty of these across the top. You want to take your hot hoagie spread. I think this is cool. I haven't had this on a hot dog before, so I thought this would be good on this recipe. It's to taste. This is spicy. I mean, some people might want to leave it off, but you put a little spread on there. And then this is a Chicago in me. They top their hot dogs in Chicago with celery salt, and I decided to do the same thing here. So you just put a dusting of celery salt on, and you've got the finished Eat This Dog.
If you have an original recipe that you'd like to share with Chuck, you can email him at cthomas@phillyburbs.com. In high school sports, number 7 seed CB East took down all 3 of the top seeded teams in the District 1 Class 4A softball tournament, winning the championship over the weekend after edging top seed Neshaminy 4-2.
For the second straight year, CB East knocked off Neshaminy in the district softball playoffs. Top-seeded Neshaminy had gone undefeated in the SOL National, and after 3 district wins, looked ready to steamroll all the way to Penn State. But the Patriots, with a strong offense and 1-2 punch of pitchers, built a postseason resume that included wins over league champ Hatboro Horsham, perennial lower Bucks power Pennsbury, and, on Friday, a 4-2 beating of Neshaminy in the title game. Sierra Huckfelt drove in 2 runs, and Teresa Haig kept the dangerous Redskins at bay for 5 innings before being relieved by Kayla Ventura.
Both Neshaminy and CB East will move on to the state tournament, which begins later today. CB East will face off against Girls High at Plymouth Whitemarsh, while Neshaminy matches up against St. Hubert's at Temple Ambler. You can see reporter Jen Wielga's full video on our website. The 3rd-seeded Council Rock North baseball team is on its way to the state tournament, as the Indians will take on Lower Dauphin, the District 3 champs, tonight in Fredericksburg. Reporter Dan Duncan tells us this might be a tough one for North because they have to travel more than 100 miles or 2 hours away to play the first-round game. He'll have a full recap online. Now here's a look at what we're working on in the newsroom. The trial begins today for Drew Bodden, the Mustang driver who allegedly caused the crash Thanksgiving weekend that ended a 9-year-old's life on Route 611 in Doylestown. Reporter Lori Mason-Schrader will be there. Lori will also be covering the jury selection in the trial of Powell Gist, the second person to be tried in the murder of Levittown musician Danny DeGennaro. The process could take a week because prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. And finally, the Neshaminy Federation of Teachers will vote tonight on a tentative contract that could settle a 5-year labor dispute with the school district. Reporter Christian Menno will tell you if they approve or reject the deal. You can find updates on all of these stories at buckscountycouriertimes.com or follow me on Twitter for your latest local news. I'm Rachel Kennelly. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.